The finale of Stranger Things was surprising in two different ways. Surprising because it's good, but it's also kind of iffy in my opinion. And this video is going to be me giving my thoughts on the finale, and this is not a breakdown video. I am simply just going to talk about what worked for me, what didn't, and how it left me feeling when the credits hit. First off, I just want to say that Jamie Campbell Bower is a phenomenal actor. Can we just get a round of applause for the way he plays Vecna? Like, this guy literally reminds me of Darth Vader. Not in the same presence, I mean, I wouldn't say that. Like, the characters, I mean, obviously Darth Vader has more aura, but the way that they're both acted in such evil and, well, not just evil, but evil and also broken is just beautiful. I love it. Like, there is this specific scene where he's walking into the mine shaft and you can just see it on his face. His eyes were literally bloodshot red. There was literally water pouring down his face. It's literally one of those moments where you forget that you're watching a monster villain and you're like, nah, this dude is acting. Like, every scene Vecna is in feels like the show locked in. And that's why my biggest issue hit so hard, because I honestly think that defeating Vecna was way too easy and way too rushed. Now, not like it wasn't a big moment, because it was 100%, but it didn't feel like the kind of final boss fight you wait years for. This is the main villain. This is the guy they built up as the endgame threat. Like, this guy is literally Thanos in the Stranger Things realm. So when it's finally time to take him down, I wanted it to feel almost impossible. I wanted it to feel like they barely survived. Instead, it felt like the show just moved through it just way too quickly. Like, it was trying to wrap things up instead of actually letting the final fight breathe. And it's even more noticeable when you think how much built up he had. Like, Vecna is the villain who made everything personal. He wasn't just a monster chasing people, he was in their heads, bringing up trauma, making everything psychological. So I expected the ending to hit like Endgame, but it felt like we just got to the finish line way too fast. And that leads me into the Mind Flare. And I'm gonna be real, the Mind Flare has the most aura in the whole show. Like, that thing is Stranger Things. When you think of the Upside Down as a threat, you think of the Mind Flare. So seeing it have what it feels like 5 minutes of screen time at the end and then get easily beaten was kind of disappointing. It's been looming over Hawkins for seasons. It's been the shadow behind literally everything. It should have felt like the final presence. Instead, they beat it in like literally 10 minutes with fire and guns. The Mind Flare just needed more weight in the scene. It needed more time. It needed, oh my god, wait, everybody's cooked. They're all gonna die. Who's gonna live and who's not? Which leads me into the stakes problem. I felt like nobody dying actually hurt the show. Now, I'm not saying I wanted some random shock death just for the internet to freak out. Like, honestly, if Steve would have died, that would have been completely shock value, because he literally just fell off a ledge. Like, that would have just been the most interesting death of all time. And I never expected him to die like that. He should have never died like that. He should have died going out like a hero. But that's what I'm talking about. No one should have had like a oh my god, he died because of that. Like, yeah, that's dumb. I'm saying that the finale needs consequences. Somebody had to die to make the audience feel sad, to make the ending stick. When everybody survives, the stakes feel completely low. It starts to feel like the show is protecting the cast, which makes the danger feel less real. And what it really means is that Vecna and the Mind Flare weren't even really a threat at all. And yes, Eleven's death is up for discussion considering the end, but she might be alive. That's the thing. It's maybe. It's still a question mark. So it doesn't hit like a real sacrifice. It just feels like the show wanted to tease the stakes without fully committing to them. If Eleven actually died and they didn't make it up for discussion, that would have made the ending 100% better. Now, with all that said, I still think the finale did a lot right. For one, the acting across the board is strong. It's not even just Vecna. You can tell the whole cast knew this was the end and they brought everything they had. The emotional scenes land because these characters feel like real people at this point, because we basically grew up with them. And even if you've complained about the show in later seasons, you still care about the group. I do. That's why I watched the finale. That's why everyone's gonna watch the finale, because it's Stranger Things. People are still gonna watch. And second, the vibe of the finale is still Stranger Things. The visuals are big. Oh my god, I'm not gonna lie, season 5 probably has the best visuals of every single season. I will have to give that to them. Sitting back and just watching the aesthetic was just honestly, it was very pleasing to the eye. And third, I actually liked a lot of the closure stuff. I like when finales make you feel like the story mattered, like everything the characters just went through changed them, and they did. And the ending gives you that feeling of people who have been through too much, who are trying to put the pieces back together. Everyone went on to do their own stuff, and everyone finally put the past behind them, except Mike. And I actually like that. So yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think about the finale? To me, maybe a 6.5 out of 10. I truly don't know what happened with Stranger Things this season. When Volume 1 dropped, I made a video talking about how good it was, and even though I didn't think it topped the previous season, I still felt like it earned the quote-unquote cinema label. Episode 4 genuinely surprised me, and I can say it genuinely surprised a lot of other fans. Will getting powers was not on my bingo card at all, and that twist completely locked me in, and I was so excited for Volume 2 to see what would happen when Will got these crazy powers. But when Volume 2 came out, I was in complete and utter disbelief. Like, how do you go from episode 4 literally being ranked a 9.5 out of 10 on IMDb to episode 7 getting ranked a 5.4 on IMDb? That's basically 5 whole points below where we left off for the finale of Volume 1. And the crazy thing is, the last 3 episodes weren't even unwatchable. Stranger Things is still an interesting show by default, but Volume 2 just felt like 3 hours of filler stretching its way toward the final. Honestly, it felt like they could have just went straight from episode 4 to the finale and we wouldn't have missed a single thing. Facts. And a lot of it came with the choices they made with the runtime in Volume 2. They added scenes that felt very unnecessary, like the moment where Will comes out as gay. And listen, there's absolutely no problem with being gay, all power to him, and I honestly respect it. It takes real courage to come out, especially in front of the entire town of Hawkins. Like, that was kind of silly, honestly. But the issue isn't what the scene is, it's that it didn't feel needed, because since like season 2, or damn near should I even say season 1, I mean bro, there are countless fan edits shipping Mike and Will together. So spending what felt like 10 minutes of episode 7 to tell us something the audience already knew just felt like time that could have gone straight to the plot about killing Vecna. And that's kind of the entire theme of Volume 2, scenes that drag when they didn't need to be. Like when Molly and Max were about to leave the mindscape and get back to the real world, but before they do, they sit down and basically have an hour-long podcast with each other. It's not that the emotions were bad, the acting was actually pretty good, it's that the pacing is getting held hostage. I don't know what is happening, but it's just feeling like this big time loop. I don't know, it's just like Will could have said what he needed to say in under 30 seconds. Hey guys, I'm gay. Oh, you are? We accept you? That's it. Max could have told Molly she'd have to find her way on her own in like under a minute. Instead, everything just gets stretched and the tension just leaks out of the episode, unfortunately. And also, I even heard rumors that the Duffer Brothers cut the Volume 2 runtime down a tremendous amount. Now, I don't know if that's true, so I'm not gonna act like it is, but if it was true, I'd honestly understand why, because as it stands, Volume 2 already feels like it could have just tightened up a lot.